All right, no more technical difficulties.
We good.
All right. Unfortunately, last week, Jack came. We started the episode. Everything was set up. Press record. Says my mic was locked. What I respect about it is you could have been like just up and left. We still had a dope conversation after that.
We did.
We had a real great conversation. We got to know who you were, and it actually makes me excited to do this again with you now that we had a mini podcast without an SD card last week. So how you feeling, man? Thank you for coming on this show, man.
Thank you for having me.
We got the whole game back.
Oh, yeah.
And we got my man Chase joining us.
Back again.
Chase is usually handling the camera, but she here. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good.
New ride?
Yep.
Y'all see Chase new car?
Nice.
Chase ride big, man.
Doing this thing.
What's that car payment?
Don't
I'll tell you off air.
Yeah. Y'all here riding dirty though, man. I see you riding nice.
Man.
How you like it?
It's cool, man. It's
You
a
like
lot. It's a lot. I'm not used to it yet, but
What kind of car is it, my man?
2016 Mustang
Okay.
fastback. Yeah.
Oh,
You were in
man.
a Prius before that, right?
Fusion. I had to keep it forward, though.
I'm just,
Y'all see we got the man.
I'm back.
Seaweeds is back. Can we clap it up a little bit for Seaweeds?
Thank you.
Get some snaps.
New baby.
We've been on tour.
What's up, man?
No, it's been a pretty busy few months.
You look like you've been going through it too, cause you ain't come shaved or nothing. You just
Get a little more gray hair now.
yeah,
too.
man. You been even in the field, man.
Yeah, I know I need a cut. We ain't gotta go there. Don't get on me with me, cause yo shit.
Hey, I'm grinding too.
Nah, for sure. But yeah, no, it's just been a busy couple of months. Getting back everything cool with Kai and Xavier. My son was born in July.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate it. The two of them, their birthdays are like 3 days apart. So,
Man,
I mean, I guess it's better than having them on the same day, but they're definitely gonna share a birthday for a while. Cause I ain't doing two. But no, it's cool. X, he is a character. Like
That's
some
what's
days
up,
he's
man.
super cool. The other days it's just like I don't want nothing. He's definitely a mama's boy though, so I'm kind of hurt about that. But I guess that's how they all are today. You know what I mean? So don't take really no offense to it. Even though
that's what I was wondering. Jack, you got a little one too, right?
I do. I got a 3-year-old.
3 years old.
yeah, my
Yeah.
firstborn, he's 3.
Okay.
How you adjusting to that?
I love it, man. I did a lot of skin to skin early, man, because I felt like it's an advantage, you know what I mean, for a mom to hold that baby for all those months, and then for us to, that little bit of time we get, they told us to read to them while they was in the baby, while she was pregnant, did those things, and as soon as he came out, I was like, yeah, where my little, get him right here,
Yeah.
sliding down, and my son, he was born, he was 2 months early.
That's what's up.
So it was a process, man, but he's thriving, doing well.
Mine was, I think, a month.
Okay.
Just shy of a month early. Yeah, but everything was all good to go.
Good.
Praise to God.
Michael and Zach back in the house too, What's up, man? You gotta share that mic with Chase, since unfortunately we have another technical difficulty. Yeah, you're talking to the wrong one. Michael and Zach. What's up, man?
Not a whole lot, man. Just chilling another day, another beautiful Sunday to be here at the Hub.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
He's watching the game right now.
I'm not watching it. It's just playing in the background. Let's be clear about that.
Man.
There's a difference.
Pretty sure this man's eyes are
Playing in the
closed.
back.
Yeah. how's the trucking going? How's that
It's going
for
good,
you,
man. I'm having a good time. It's fun.
You was telling us a lot of cool facts about it. You and Krishan was talking. You know what I'm saying? So
It's a good time, man. You just got to be careful out there. Be safe. That's all it comes down to.
you
Be
ain't
safe.
had no scares yet, have you?
No real scares yet, but winter's coming.
Oh man. You think you ready to ride in the winter?
We'll find out.
18-wheelers, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, oh man.
Yeah, I'm cool. The money sound nice. But
Yeah.
I know me. You know what I mean? And
You
I'm
doing no 18-wheeler?
Nah, I'm a fuck
We
something.
got a nice little $2 raise coming at the end of the month.
Okay.
So,
Good for you, man.
yeah, we're chilling.
You know,
It's a
I'm
good
definitely
time.
scraping the side of something. I know that.
Going through the things on the turnpike, that's the one that makes you nervous.
I bet.
Like when you're going, we got our fast passes, so we can get right through, but you got to make sure that motherfucker's straight going in there.
It's probably so cool. Just
It is.
whipping down the turnpike in one of those, though.
It is.
'Cause I
Ours
fly
are
down.
governed to 65, so we can only go 65, but 65 in one of those feels like 80 in anything else. Because you're just empty with nothing in the trailer. It's 33,000 pounds. So you're just, chilling. Like you are the danger. That's why I say you got to be safe.
Zach is the danger.
Jeremy, man,
What's poppin'?
all this baby talk, you still don't want no babies?
Hell no.
I do this every episode. So I know he gonna say no. For real,
Oh.
man?
maybe some step kids, but you know they got to be older. When I'm like 40, maybe.
You're the
Like
No, I
danger guy.
know. I love
Like
my
Jack.
nieces. I love my nieces and my nephews, but nah, I'm cool on my own. Nah.
Would you like? But you like it?
Yeah, it's good, man. At 40, man, having a baby at 40, just the jewels, man, that you can give them. But I don't have the energy, man. That energy is.
Sometimes I feel like that's gonna be me because like, I had that baby fever, you know,
Yeah.
and I just love. I work with the kids, so
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. Maybe y'all, you know. But you say you be tired.
I do. I be tired, bro. Like,
I
for
can
real.
relate.
Can't
Because
fake
on
it.
top of that, I'm
Oh, I
doing
know
the
you be
2-job
tired.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Man,
I just
yeah.
left there to come here. So I mean,
Respect.
I'm tired for sure. So just don't think I'm not interested in the episode, my guy. I
He's just
did 10
sleepy.
hours.
Yeah, 100.
On top of doing Rent a Center before that.
But one of the connections with our guest is Chase. So Chase, what's your connection with Jack?
Shoot, man, we just go back since I was a kid. I mean, he's kind of always been my mentor, to be honest. And yeah, but I mean, shoot, we just kind of maintain contact since then, and we still right here.
What's your favorite memory with Jack?
Shoot, man, probably going fishing. I feel like that was like
Be
the
fishing?
main thing we used to always do. Yeah.
Can you
There's
fish
nothing
now?
better than that. I mean, I went
Come
a
and tell
few
Mike a little
times.
more.
I went a few times, but not in a while.
Was he good, Jack?
Yeah, man. Chase was
Chase and
good.
catch
We definitely
Yeah.
caught some stuff, yeah. I mean, but I grew up catching fish at the monument, so like bluegill, like little, and then like, shoot, it's cool actually going.
Yeah, just the vibe.
Yeah.
If you catch some or if you don't, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Just being able to chop it up and talk about, you know, stuff that we don't always get to talk about, or just that fellowship.
What's been your experience with just being a mentor? You know, just seeing you doing what you've done for Chase. Like, there have been a lot of kids that's been under you. What's been
Yeah.
your experience with that?
So I used to work for a company called Child and Adolescence, and I worked for them for probably about 11 years. And so my role was to work with kids that struggle with, could be anger management, it could be some ADHD, just
Right.
different little things like that. And, you know, I would just help them with different ways of, you know, coping with those things. And so, yeah, it's been a lot of kids that came through, man. And, you know, it was a few that really, you know what I mean, I really made that connection with and continue to talk to, you know, through the years.
Because Chase has always spoke so highly of you, you know, and I was like, we gotta get him on the show, man.
Yeah, I respect that, man.
For
Yeah.
sure.
He told me a lot about you, man, before he even started working with you. So I thought that was dope that when he ended up being able to get with you, that was pretty slick. And then as he, you know, transitioning and learning different things
Yeah.
with you guys, man, I think that's really slick.
Yeah, man, we gotta give Chase his flowers, man. You know, he shows up
appreciate
every
it,
week
you know?
and
Yeah.
handling the camera back there. And I also want to shout out to Jordan, who was showing you the way, and you
Oh,
would come
yeah.
on the podcast and do
Yeah.
it. So, you know, I appreciate you for what you've been doing, man. We got to ride in that nice car one time.
Shouts out to y'all, man.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I'm just glad that everybody's here.
You
We
locked
have-
that thing up?
Hey, so my guy said,
Did you lock that thing up?
I did. My guy
All
said
right.
some homeless lady out there was trying to get into it, and he told her to.
Jay.
I ain't got nothing in there to
No.
move, so
Yeah.
I guess we good now.
I just thought about that.
Shouts out to you, bro.
That was almost a random concern.
No, it's valid though.
we be
'cause something
doing
did just kind of happen.
Because I'm just like locked into that kind of like just dad mode, just picking like just catching
I
shit
appreciate it. Yeah, it's
randomly. Because I'll do it at work
Like
too.
a
Like
dad,
my
dad. You say
dude.
everybody
It's
like
locked,
their
brother.
car up.
Like remember Zoe? I got he worked with me now, and I got him a
Yeah.
job. But he'll have his Switch, like his Nintendo Switch, like in the truck, like in the back of the store, like where all of the. I don't know what word do I use for drug addicts that isn't gonna like make anybody mad.
You already said it.
Yeah, well, them,
You already said it, man.
them. But they would just walk in the truck and just take
Take
shit.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying? One of them left a bottle of pee in there one time. Like I don't understand why you left something. Well, yeah, they took that. Somebody got all my cigarettes. Didn't take the pack. You know what I mean? They just took the cigarettes out of the pack.
They took him out the pack.
20 cigarettes out of the carton.
How
and
many do you
just
think
left the
they?
carton.
How many do you think they ended up with after transporting them wherever they?
I mean, I don't know, because I imagine they did that like baby fist thing when they like grab shit real quick. And they just, and it just breaks whatever's in their hand. And they might have got like 3 or 4, or they might have did the whole filter trick, you know what I'm saying, where you twist it.
We be looking out for Chase, man,
Yeah, just make sure you lock that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like that thing. What's the score, Zach?
7-0.
7-0. Who's your team, Jack?
I like the Steelers.
You like the Steelers?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Give him the mic. He got something to say.
I can appreciate that.
There's too many Steelers fans right now. That's all.
You like the Steelers?
Yeah, I do. Like, I ain't no Browns hater.
You're wearing Browns colors, so let's be clear about it.
This is a different orange.
That's a different orange. Put some respect on his orange, man.
I'm trying. What is your allegiance to Tennessee?
That was a reach.
curiosity.
So, I graduated from the University of Tennessee
Okay.
back in 2005.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What degree?
They had a good win yesterday.
They did.
Yeah.
They
They're
did.
looking
They
good this
balled
year.
out.
They're looking good.
Yeah, they is, man. They on fire.
What did you graduate?
So my degree is in sociology. Well, it was criminal justice and concentration. So, sociology, concentration, and criminal justice.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, you like school? Did you like school?
So, the funny thing is, grew up in Kansas City schools, you know what I'm saying, left here, went to University of Toledo. I was there for about 3 years and then on a track scholarship, and they canceled the track program. And so it was kind of like the portal. The portal opened up and we could go to these different schools and they could give us a full ride. And so I ended up going to Tennessee. And as far as liking school, like the book part of it, not really. You know what I'm saying? But I got good enough. I got good at it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like anything.
What were your events in track and field?
I ran the 400, 200, the sprints, you know what I mean?
Okay.
The relays. But yeah, like the middle sprint, mid distance.
I had a feeling you did something because we took the picture downstairs. Krishan was like, "Yeah, you too off me. I gotta switch sides." What's your favorite event?
My favorite was the 400 meters. Just that one lap, man. I needed all meters to pick my speed up because I went real quick. You know what I mean? Wasn't real quick. Little guys on the playground used to tear me up.
I want to ask you this before we go on break. What's been like your favorite memory of a race? Now that we're talking about track,
probably favorite memory. Probably at nationals. We ran at the University of Texas, and the dude, his name was Jeremy Warner, and he got the gold medal that coming up year in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? He was legit. And he torched me, but he did. But the memory of just, being there in that environment with all these great athletes was just, it was just uncomparable, like, as far as, on that level. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty slick.
we talked about that last week a little bit. Your interaction with like certain athletes.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about basketball too. You said you played against LeBron.
Yeah. So back in 2000, we were seniors at Camp McKinley, and it was a summer league, Stark versus Summit County, and LeBron was playing for St. V as a freshman, and it was just a little scrimmage. It wasn't really a lot of people in there at all. Like it might have been 4 spectators, and one of the spectators was Miss Gloria Jane.
His mama.
and she was barking loudly, like, "Wait till my baby get in the weight room. Y'all pushing him around now." He was
y'all was pushing LeBron around.
Yeah, we was.
Hey, say that though. Like the shit where he at now is crazy.
He was like 6'2". You know what I mean? He was long. But played skill, you know what I mean? He didn't make a lot of mistakes, didn't turn the ball over. He was, he looked like a high school senior for real. As far as just how he played the game, his IQ and all that stuff. But
and was his mama right?
Yeah, she knew something.
She knew something.
She knew something.
Would you try it now?
Nah, ain't nothing going on.
Right?
Nah.
I don't want no smoke with LeBron.
Yeah, just dap up. What's up? What's good? How's things?
No, I don't know. I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember LeBron.
Yeah.
I ain't even doing that.
Well, we never played.
Maybe. He know Cam McKinley for sure.
Oh, for sure.
And so we was his first taste of Cam McKinley. You know what I mean? Because he had some battles with the young Ray Moore and them play against.
I don't remember.
I can't really remember. I think they were. I think they were around the same Same era.
That's a good time, man. Raymar, back to back when they won state when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I love when we get like McKinley athletes who really played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who really got
For
minutes.
sure. Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people claim they played for McKinley, but they wasn't really on the court or on the field like that. So, but real quick, before we go on break, how can they reach out to you if they wanted to do so?
So now, you know, they can hit me on my email.
Okay.
So my personal email is jaktaylori@yahoo.com.
Okay.
And that's Jak Taylor. The II is for the second. Just if, you know, whatever, man, I could be assistance to a young person. My time is slim far as like being able to face to face all like that, you know what I mean, at this time.
You mean business, y'all. That's what you're trying to say. You know what I'm
but
saying?
definitely could, you know, I feel like I'm a resource of information, just being a social worker and being in the community.
100%.
I know a few things.
We want to talk about all that, man, throughout the show. Anybody else social media, SWYM, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me on Facebook, Krishan White, White spelled backwards, Instagram, Krishan_White. I missed y'all, man. This is fun.
You've been gone for a minute, man.
It's been a while. Yeah. We're enjoying this.
Jeremy, where can they follow you
You
at?
can have me on Facebook at Jeremy Andrew or on Instagram at _Jinja_Ninja_1.
Ginger Ninja.
Yeah.
It makes you kind of double take.
Right, man, you gotta look at me. Yeah. I remember the first time you said that, I was like, what you say? Chase, where can they follow you at?
Shoot, they can just follow me on Instagram at Chase_Alexander99.
Michael Jack was watching the Browns.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Did you just see your eyes?
Worthy68.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, you can follow me on X, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Jean P the MC. My website's being worked on, so it's down at the moment. But follow Say What You Mean, SWYM
Forgot to
podcast.
pay the IP.
I paid my bill. I'm just getting my site updated.
All right.
SWYM podcast. on
Updating the
Instagram.
payment. Need to update them tube socks.
Hey,
boy.
go. It's been quiet since you've been gone, but now you're gonna come back and you start doing. I told Jack this last week. I said we gonna be going that.
No, it's funny because when I was down at the courthouse a few weeks ago, Tacoma, I believe her name is.
Oh yeah, I know her. Yeah.
She was like, "I love the podcast," or she was like, "You do the podcast with Jean, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know me in the courthouse." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's what's up. We appreciate that. Shout out Tacoma. Appreciate that.
Shout out to Coleman, man. Real good chick, man. You gonna stick around with us for a minute, Jack?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Say What You Mean, episode 156. We'll be right back. Peace.
Peace.
Say what you mean. Mean what you Jean P.
Episode 156 of the Say What You Mean podcast. Jean P the
One,
MC,
two.
C-Weez. Michael
talk my
Zach,
shit
whose
again
mic
real
is
quick.
working now.
Mike is back.
The mic is back. Yeah, we got it working. Let me turn it down a little bit. We got Chase in the house, C-Weez. Dakota on the camera. Shout out to the homie for helping us out. Jack, what's going on, man?
Yo, everything.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling excellent.
That's
Good.
what's up, man. Thank you again for being on the show.
Yeah, no doubt.
Really glad. What's up, Weez? Like I got that stocking cap, like you being business, man.
So what?
Yeah, that stocking cap.
No, we just need a cut, man.
Okay.
No,
Got that
no, we
old
just-
school.
Yeah, I was tired of the do-rags. I grew out of the chameleonaire joke.
You got tired of the chameleonaire joke?
Yeah, I ended up one time I put it on. I
Kimbo
put it on
Mice.
for the last time, and it like touched my eyebrows, and I was like, "Damn, I do look like this nigga." In my, you know what I'm saying? I had the shower going.
What'd
I
you
just
say
turned the
like
water
that was
off.
like?
So it looks like Kimbo Mike.
Kimbo Mike.
Yeah, just turned the water off. You know what I mean? Wasn't even in the mood for a shower anymore. Just ruined my whole day.
Hey, shout out chameleonaire though, man.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout out
millionaire.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. He said shout out Krishan. Nah, but we here, man. Episode 156 of the Say What You Mean podcast. We got Jak Taylor in the house. Having a good time, man. So, before we get into the podcast, what time it is?
It's sponsor time.
It is sponsor time. First sponsor being the Hub Art Factory, owned by Tim Carmody. Jack, what you think of the space, man?
Oh, the space is nice, man. Super creative. Going up the steps, I'm seeing paint swatches. That's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, just attention to detail, man. This is definitely nice.
Real nice. Shout out to the Clouds.
Shout out to Butt.
R.I.P., man.
R.I.P. man.
That sounds
R.I.P.
crazy, I know.
R.I.P.
It's the bunny, man.
The
R.I.P.
bunny.
Aaron Duke's Pristine Steam Wash. Equity House of Street Snodgrass, and also our current sponsor, which is Helmet Heads, our first official sponsor. Helmet Heads, where flavor is the main priority. Helmet Heads is a cannabis-based brand owned by cannabis cultivator and connoisseur Jamie Randall Jr. Each batch is carefully crafted in the most organic ways possible to ensure a good, smooth, healthy product. No spray, terps welcome. It's the baby. IG and Facebook, Helmet Heads Exotics. Those are our sponsors.
We appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man.
Feels good to
Shout
be able to
out.
push your product without, the cops busting in. I really like where America's headed right now.
Shout out to Helmet Heads, yeah. So, Jack, what's going on, man? What side of Canton you from? Let's start from the beginning.
So I'm from Canton, from the northeast end.
Okay.
Grew up on 14th Street in Spring.
It's about my mail route. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Got a
what's
few
up.
customers over there.
Yeah.
that's where I grew
If
up.
y'all listening, I'm coming.
Taking your couch.
So what was them early days like for you, man? A lot of sports. I mean, being from the city.
Yeah, man, them early days, man, it was always sports. I mean, I feel like growing up in Canton is heavily pushed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, definitely, and it was needed, you know what I'm saying? So we jumped on the sports, man, and I tried some little artsy stuff, but just couldn't figure out singing. I couldn't figure it out. But I was in the choir for a minute.
Okay.
At Hartford and at church. Definitely. Played drums for a hot second.
For real?
Yeah, I wasn't no good. I never got past the little pads you got.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the little pad?
Yeah.
The band ones?
Yeah.
I just had the pad. I never got
You just
to
had
a
one
set.
pad.
Yeah.
You didn't get to say it. You just had a little, okay.
I might only have one stick, too. I can't remember if I had two sticks or not. Trying to figure it out.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, man. I have a sister. She 3 years older than me, 2.5 years older than me, Latrice Sanders. She used to torture me as a child.
Was she an
Big
athlete
sister.
too?
She was an athlete for sure. She used to torture me like repeatedly. Like she was fast, but she did her thing in college as well, man.
Okay.
On the track side, yeah, she was definitely quick.
Track is interesting to me because it's as easy as it looks to us. It's not as easy as it looks. Like it takes a lot of time, a lot of work. What's been like your earliest memory of getting in the track?
It do. So my first memory for real was at Hartford. I was in the 7th grade, and we was just doing time trials. And like I said, I wasn't real quick, so everybody want to run the 100. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that far. You get done, you cool. You ain't over there hurting. That 400, you get done with that 400, your butt hurt, you locked up, you ready to throw up. You don't know if you want to throw up, pass out. It's just a
Track ain't no joke.
it's tough, man. And so during those little time trials, I ended up having the fastest time out of the 7th and 8th graders. And I was like, damn, I might be pretty good at this. And then that was like when I first was like, all right, let me put a little more time into it.
I might be him.
Yeah, pretty much. It was something like that. But then I used to get torched by this dude named Lamont Stevens. He went to Crenshaw, and he used to give it to me. And we got and so the little city championship, he knocked me down. I was like second. I think I got second. And then by the time we got to high school, 9th grade, it was to the point I was like, man, I ain't even running track, man. I ain't giving these cats. I'm going to play basketball. I ain't going to get beat by this cat every day. And then at 10th grade, I was like, man, let me go out here and see what they talking about. And I went out there and I started torturing everybody.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Basketball?
No, that was track.
That was track?
Basketball, I was a role player.
I'm about to say, you gave us some pretty decent numbers when we talked last week. What's been the memories of basketball?
Yeah.
You played like every sport. Did you play football?
I did play football.
Oh, yeah, I knew it.
What's your favorite memory of track, John?
Getting smoked.
See, I never did track. I did cross country. You know that.
Yeah.
And
You ran cross country?
Yeah, in 7th grade
Okay.
at Crenshaw. Yeah,
I did
yeah,
too.
so-
What was that like for you running cross country? Learning
was
all this new
cool.
stuff about you, Chase.
See, I was better at long distance. That was
Okay.
always my thing, was long distance. I didn't want to, I don't know, track just never was
Track was the shit.
really it for me.
You like track?
Dude, track was I love track. Track
Because
was
I
almost-
wasn't necessarily fast, like off the line either. It was more like I could be fast if I ran longer distance.
What you like about track?
Oh, it was just fun, bro. Like, it was just a lot. I was a shot and disc guy, so we kind of had like, we didn't have to run.
Right.
So that was different than football, because football you always got to run. Basketball you got to run.
For
You
sure.
just have
Zach's
a
not
shot.
trying to run.
This thrower in high school track, they're like maybe run 100 yards stretch.
Right.
And like when
And you're
we
good.
ran-
You're done running for the entire practice. And plus, once you get down to the end of the year, like districts and regionals start to wear out, and it's just like the people that are
Elite.
the elite athletes left. And everyone really dials in. There's kind of nothing like it. It's just fun. Like,
I can't believe I didn't know like you ran.
Cross country's in the woods too. Like it's like a
Oh, it's outside.
You're running in like
I was about to be completely honest. What is
thunderstorm.
cross country?
So it's like literally like, well, in 7th grade we ran 2 miles or whatever.
High school,
But like
5K.
what it is essentially is you're running like through the woods, through like you're not on a track, like you're
Cross
running,
country, yeah.
And like I mean, I remember it being like thunderstorms, like torrential, like downpour, and we're still out there in the mud running up a hill through like some woods. Like
So like you racing, or is it just like an endurance thing?
It's a
200
race.
kids in every race, and it's just good luck.
And it's just a bunch of kids running through the woods.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jack,
Like
you do
off-
cross country?
Nah.
Nah,
like
yeah,
it's
right.
not, it's not on the track. It's like off-roading, right?
Yeah.
So like
It's like off-roading.
does it get physical? Like, can you like trip people? Like,
No, you can't trick people, bro.
It happens.
I just mean like in the
It
woods.
happens.
You know what I'm saying? You're in the
Yeah,
woods. What's
it
gonna
happens.
happen out there, man?
I mean, they got people like throughout the like race standing there on the side.
And you can get disqualified,
it's
but
like-
if
Yeah.
you get caught,
It's like
yeah.
the tuning
Stuff
exams in
happens.
Naruto when they had to go in the Forbidden Woods.
We ain't watched no
and
damn
all fight.
Naruto.
Oh yeah, you did.
He said
They all,
that.
they all had to fight. You
Man.
know what I'm saying? And then it's just
Yeah.
only a few of them come out the woods. I just imagine you're sending like 100 kids in the woods.
I mean, I've definitely been tripped before.
40 come out.
What tripped you in the woods?
I can't tell you, man. I don't even know. But I've definitely been tripped before. Like
Exactly. So how they gonna know? That's what I'm saying. This could be physical.
True. It could be.
Yeah.
This could
We
be the
were
start of
young.
something different. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sure
We could
in-
start a sport.
I'm
where you
sure in
just-
high school it was
I ain't
way
running no
different.
cross country over
It's
30. I ain't.
MMA
yeah,
cross
bro.
country.
Yeah,
where
you
you
just-
just throw real punches.
I played a
You
lot.
just send 100 kids in here.
Just run.
I mean,
Yeah.
essentially.
I don't think that's the purpose of
They
cross
said the
country.
finish
in
line
your
is
eye.
2 miles that way.
That would be
It's a-
kind of
it's a
that'd be something you could definitely get done in Russia.
Some like wooden weapons. They don't have to be real. Just wooden.
We're not
Wooden
running
sticks.
violent cross country,
Nah.
Christian. We ain't doing that.
Some
Something
pads
it could
on.
be a good time.
Wait, so Jack, you also was a hooper.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So, I mean, just on the hoop side, man, really, I worked hard, but I didn't work, excuse me, hard enough to go to school. Like I played, and I had an opportunity to go to a couple of schools. They were small, like Slippery Rock, College of Worcester, just small universities. You know what I mean? But like on the track side, I was, my talent was Division I, and by the time I got to the 10th grade, I kind of started taking track more serious because I kind of seen, the potential and what could happen with it. So hoop, I stopped putting up those 100 shots a day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But early on, I was putting them shots up and I was definitely getting better. And then I kind of plateaued 10th grade. I was like, yeah, I'm cool. But, I was still putting in enough work. I just didn't do the extra work. And I learned that doing the extra work will separate you from a lot of people.
Yeah, you get out what you put in. Yeah.
So, and I watched that. I watched that with my friends that made it to the NFL, my friends that made it to the NBA, my friends that made it overseas and played all these years. And so, and that's kind of what I'm telling my son as he grow up, you know what I mean? And I got a 15-year-old that's at St. Thomas Aquinas that, he works hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just hope he stick with working hard and learn from that working hard and how it transitioned to real life,
I got me a little athlete on my hands, man. My son Amir, he playing football, doing amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me a clip. He was just running, and he had put down like 3 people, 3 stiff arms. He, like 2 touchdowns his last game.
Yeah, that's
so
impressive.
shout out to my son Amir doing this thing.
Or
Number
shout out
11.
nephew.
Yeah, man, doing great
Live
things.
vicariously through him. You know what I mean?
I wish he might end up running through me next. He getting a little big too.
He already there.
Yeah, he getting there.
He could definitely do that today.
Yeah. No, he ain't doing that today.
Today.
You're still 13, sir. Don't get it messed up. So, with your experience in sports and it's led to you working with the youth now, how is that important to the youth now?
Just really letting them understand, like, far as support, man, like, support is underrated, I feel like, but it's definitely needed, man. And the more support you got, I feel like the better off you will be sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to do stuff by yourself, you know what I'm saying? And so if you got somebody that can hit you with some jewels to help you, you know, eliminate some of those bumps in the road, you know, that's super, super dope.
Okay.
Now you, I read in your bio, you also did like work with the developmentally disabled as well.
Yeah,
correct?
So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. My wife and I, we have an agency. It's called Legacy Residential Services, LLC, and we've been doing it for about 5 years. We've been working with developmentally disabled, and it's still in that social work realm. You know what I'm saying? We still helping people, man, and it's going pretty good, man. It comes with its challenges.
Oh, for sure. I just got into that line of work, kind of like DSP work.
Okay.
It's my first time doing that, you know, ever. But my mom, she's always been in the medical field, and she's kind of did it a little bit. Okay. And my niece, she does. For me, I was nervous, like, because I do midnights, and I was scared, like, man, what if something happened? I don't want to have to call the ambulance or something like that. But it's like getting to know them and everything, and like they're actually really cool.
Absolutely.
And then it makes you realize like they're just people too, you know. So like I always make sure in the morning whenever I wake up, get them up and everything. They got like an actual breakfast, not like no heated up stuff. But yeah, something to appeal to the humanitarian in me to kind of balance out. You know, I'd spend the day taking people's couches and shit, and then you know I'd go and take care, you know, help people out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, balances out the karma.
Yeah.
What have you learned being in that field, in that company with your wife for 5 years?
So I learned a lot, man. It's so like for one. So we have an individual that we work with individuals that we work with that's in wheelchairs, right? Yeah. So like you just notice so many sidewalks that ain't built for these wheelchairs, or no sidewalk at all. You know, I mean, you go out to the mall, like there ain't no drop off when you can just, you know what I mean? So you start paying attention to those things, and you just be like, dang, like what's up? Or doors that ain't automatic, you know what I mean? Like how they go get in? They gotta wait on somebody to come in or out the store, all that. And so it's just good that, you know, they got people like my guy, you know what I'm saying, just advocating and trying to get them, what's the word I'm looking for? Just some normalcy, like, you know what I mean?
Need to make it accessible.
It's crazy you mentioned the drop off at the mall, because like me and my girlfriend, we were just up there with a stroller. So like I instantly knew what you were talking about, because like you have to literally like creep over that curb to get into the building, and it's like, yeah, if you're in a wheelchair, that's got to be 20 times harder.
Yeah. That field is a pleasure, man, because I do that as well. Like I've been doing it for going on 10 years.
You've been doing that for a minute, yeah.
I've been doing it for 10 years.
Same client too, right?
Yep, Loving Hands Agency. Shout out Mr. Raymond, the Shell. I've learned that too. And my individual or client has autism.
Okay.
So I've learned that they're people too. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta work with them, and it really takes time. You know, I can't respect the people that just go in for a paycheck. It's just like you have to take care of them as you would want someone to take care of you. And unfortunately, in this field, there are people who just treat it like a job. It's like, you're caring for somebody.
Yeah.
Because one day it may be you that need to care.
For
me, on top of that, it's like, you think of all the money these people's families are giving these companies for these services
for
and
you
everything,
to take care of
and
them.
you're just coming in here. I didn't look at it, you know what I mean, because I didn't do this line of work, you know, until recently. But like after being there and everything, it's just like 3 of the 4 clients I take care of, they're all nonverbal. Yeah. So like I can only communicate with them with like motions, grunts, stuff like that. But it's crazy because I know what they want now, and they're cool with me. You know what I mean? But that's also just because I took the time to. I'm not just gonna microwave you with me. I'm gonna actually make you something, or oh yeah, let's do this, or hey, let me make sure you cleaned up, or hey, I'm gonna change your sheets more than once. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like. I actually really like doing it. To be honest, if I didn't have like a bunch of child support stuff coming out of a rental center, I would literally, if I'm like, I don't want y'all to touch my good money over here.
Yeah.
I'd probably do that full time.
That's what's
I'm always picking stuff up. One thing I love about that is like everybody like to call off. So I'm just like, go ahead and give me them hours real quick. And it's easy work, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
it
not
ain't
sitting
bad.
there, it's nothing strenuous, you know, unless you got one of the clients that you got to like lift crazy stuff like that. But I don't have to really deal with that where I'm at.
But the proper training, they show you how to do it.
Yeah.
They got machines that'll help you too.
Yeah.
I forget what the one lift is, but the one client I got, the Hoyer lift. You just put the thing underneath them, and
Use them up.
I just learned how to use that thing. I just used it by myself for the first time this morning.
Yeah.
And I was nervous as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, please, God, don't let this thing.
Yeah,
man.
Sure.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys in that work, man. I respect you guys for that.
For sure.
Chase, you got any questions for Jack, man?
Shoot, man, it was already said, I guess. I was just going to say, speaking about business, because, you know, we started saying, when he shouted out his social media, his email, he said, we're about business only.
Yeah.
So I was just going to kind of touch up on that. But
Okay.
yeah, really, I mean, I feel like everything.
I didn't mean to rob you, man.
No, you're good, man. Like I said, you said it. I'm just glad it was said.
Yeah, no, it's. I saw that and I was
just
like,
think
it's so cool. I finally have a guest where we have a similar.
Yeah, I just think we need to definitely shine more light on that. And, like as far as he said, making things more accessible, because for one, I mean, you shouldn't have to fight for that. It should already be done. Things should already be in place. And unfortunately, sometimes it isn't.
Yeah, no doubt.
So like you said, luckily there's people like you and, whoever you employ and stuff like that, that are in a position to kind of advocate and or work around the situation as it is right now.
Y'all pay higher? What y'all paying over at y'all's spot? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, I'm in the field already. It's just transfer services.
Well, it's a field, and also it's another agency that I respect. Someone that we had a chance to speak with, because and people start them and just don't put thought into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a business. I don't know how to start one, but I can imagine, like, it's not much to do, but I know that people that want to start those, they just start them for the wrong reason.
Yeah,
Money.
You just got a new building, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's another thing.
So it's a process, man.
As far
Like,
as getting that.
Yeah, it's a process, like everything in life, man. And you got to show some resilience, because there's gonna be some times where you gonna be like, man, this is just too much. So far as getting there, right? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just see the outcome of things. They just see Bron holding the trophy. Y'all ain't see Bron in that gym going in when he wanted to go to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So stick to them processes, man, and understanding them, and don't try to skip them. You know what I mean? People try to skip processes, and it don't always end up well. You know what I'm saying? So, but far as our agency, if somebody's looking for work, currently we're not hiring, but they can definitely shoot a resume, because things change all the time. And our email on that is legacyresidentialhires@gmail.com.
And if you actually care, I can say it's rewarding work. On the conscience,
sure.
it really is.
It is rewarding work, especially me doing it for so long, because I was nervous too. First starting off, because you're caring for somebody else.
Absolutely.
And like when I hear other people, my best friend, I remember when I was doing it, he was like, "Oh, I could never do that."
Yeah.
And then now that he's doing it and he's getting a taste of it, because people who don't understand, they're just like, "I can't clean my place, nobody else. I couldn't do that kind of work."
And that was like a really crazy moment for me the first time that I had to do that, because they were like, okay, yeah, you're going to learn how to give him a shower, a client. I'm like, all right, cool. And, he started shitting like in the middle of the shower. I'm like, whoa. But it was like, I couldn't be like, oh, I don't know what to do about that. Like I had to do it. I had to get him cleaned up. We got to get a shower. He's got to leave. He's got stuff he's got to do. So it was like, once I got past that, there was really nothing I couldn't do at that point. Like,
that's it.
And if that's honestly the worst of it, you know what I mean? If there is a worst, but yeah, you gotta actually want to do that work for it to be easy, because I can say it's probably some of the easiest money I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, but you're also caring for people. You know? So it's like rewarding. It's a rewarding thing.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Could you say that email one more time?
So that email is legacyresidentialhires@gmail.com.
Okay. Jeremy, you have any questions for Jack?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, what got you started working with child and adolescents?
My brother-in-law that came on y'all show before, Lester Sanders.
Shout out to Lester.
So Lester, he kind of, so when he went away to school, he came back home. I was in school still, and he was a social worker, and he was telling me about his job, you know what I mean? And so I'm like, dang, that sounds like something I want to do, because when I learned as a criminal justice major that I didn't really want to be in criminal justice. Like the judicial system, I don't feel like it works all the time. It's kind of just, I don't know, man. I was just like, I don't be nobody's cop. I don't be nobody's parole officer. So anyways, I was like, social work. You know what I mean? Working with kids, and that's kind of like how I grew up. Little cats in the neighborhood, like, come through. You know what I mean? Like, y'all want to go play the game, whatever. So it kind of just, made sense. And my Jody Burke was my supervisor at Child and Adolescence, and she's still at Child and Adolescence, and she was just like, just try to find common ground. And like I live by that still. You know what I mean? When I meet people, I talk to them, like I'm trying to find, what we may have in common. And you'll be surprised once you find that out, how people will open up.
And all it takes is a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just really getting to know people, kind of just doing what we're doing without the microphones. It can still be done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why I wanted to have you on the show to share what you do, and have these conversations. I feel more people should have, not just necessarily in a podcasting format, but, just giving a chance for you to share your story and your experience, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful for that. Michael, you got any questions?
Well, I just wanted to, you're the head coach at Aquinas right now, right?
Correct.
Thomas Aquinas. So,
Track. Yep.
How are we looking going into next year? Because I remember Aquinas always had good runners and stuff when I was there.
Yeah.
Like, they had a lot of good runners at Aquinas.
So it's some. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I said distance and sprint.
Oh yeah, they definitely got some lineage over there, man. Like all kind of trophies all through the hallway, just going. But it's the distance ain't. Kids running distance out there they're not coming out like that.
Really?
No, not really, man. I might get a girl that can run an 800, and that's about it. The numbers just ain't there like that for track, man. Like right now, and it may change. It changes every year, right? More kids enroll, more kids might want to run track. We'll see. But it's definitely some talent out there, man. It's some young talent. One kid. Jabari, what's Jabari? Not Jabari. Yeah, Jakari. I can't think of his last. Is it Corner? Yeah, Jakari Corner. Reggie Corner's nephew.
Okay.
Freshman year last year, got runner of the year, man. He was just super talented, dog. Just effortlessly. He went in there, he running against juniors, seniors, freshmen. He running against everybody. He go in there and win 100. This is his conference meet. He won the 200, won the 400.
Oh, man.
He had
that
dog in it, dog. He talented, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Distance and
everything, the same day. And he looking at me like, all right, coach,
what we doing?
What's next?
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's a decathlon athlete right now.
Yeah.
Possibly.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Possibly.
Just playing different ones. Good for you, man. That's what's up. So here's what I want to do. I want to take a break. I want to do a section called Peace, Positive Point, where you say a quote, and then my co-host will say a quote that means something to us, and then we'll get out of here. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
All right, man. Episode 156, Jak Taylor. Say what you mean. We'll be back. Peace. I don't have your letter today. I'm sorry. They going to ask me, is Andre coming to Akron, Ohio, and doing Hey Ya? Like y'all ain't been seeing him with the flute.
Randomly. Japan.
I had a friend of mine that lived in Atlanta, and they was like, yeah, you might see him anywhere. And he's very friendly. Like, they ain't running up on him like, oh my God, Hey Ya.
Yeah.
But I'm going to that show in Akron.
That's dope.
I just know people are going to go to the show, and they're going to be like, why ain't he rapping? That man ain't rapped in 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you go to the show. But episode 156, Say What You Mean podcast. My man Jak, I got to dap you up, man.
Let's go.
Thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Fun episode, man. What's y'all plans for this Sunday? Michael is Zach, what you doing?
Browns.
You got the shades on too, like you in the dog pound. Chase, what about you, man? What you got going on today?
Shoot, man, I'm going to probably just chill with my cousin after this.
Yeah?
Just kick it.
Jak, what about you, man?
So my wife and I and our 3-year-old, we might go to this something at the Civic Center with the dinosaurs.
Okay.
Or we're going to see Transformer, but I heard it's 2 hours.
Ooh.
I don't know how a 3-year-old will do a 2-hour movie.
You might want to see him at the house.
He 3. He do pretty well with movies.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Right, 2 hours?
Peace.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Hey, man.
Strap him in a chair, leave him in the lobby. It's cool.
If they like it, they're going to be like, ooh. No, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Weez, what about you, man? What you doing today?
Probably try and catch up on sleep for a minute.
Yeah.
Like an hour.
You came in here
maybe.
sleepy, though.
But now I got to work tonight. My mom just called me before we hopped on. My cousin, I ain't seen him for a while.
Okay.
He in town with his fiance, which is crazy because I don't know why I just thought he was just still a kid, even though I'm like 30 now. You know what I mean? I just always imagined
he
was still 10. You know, so yeah, she's like, you know, Jéan's in town with his fiance. I'm like, it is who?
Right.
And so I'm like, well, shit. Let me go get my family, get them in the car. And he ain't gonna show me up. So
Oh, that's bad.
yeah, no,
I got a family, too.
yeah. What's up?
Jeremy, what about you, man? What you got going on today?
I got some fucking.
What's in the crock pot?
I got some jambalaya in the crock pot. Actually, I'm gonna go
Ooh.
finish it. Got some laundry to do, and then I'm gonna just probably kick it watching the games for the day.
Jeremy's food is probably fire, Christian.
Probably is.
I trust Jeremy in
I do.
the crock pot.
I do. I trust Jeremy.
Y'all know what it is, man. Peace, positive point. We end it on a positive note where we say our quotes that mean something to us. Who wants to kick it off? Who want to go first?
I'll go.
All right, Weez, what you got for us?
Nothing will work unless you do.
What's that mean to you?
A lot of people, like we were talking about earlier, like to cut corners or go the easy route, especially in the DSP work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't really care to know their clients and stuff like that, so they just think it's a tough job. When, like I said, this is probably the easiest one. It's honestly, I felt like it was illegal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, are you guys really paying me to just do this? And you know, that's honestly because I took the time to know these people, so it just made my life infinitely easier. But not only that, but in everything, you know, being a new dad, I'm exhausted, but I really, 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 really want to be able to do things with them and make sure Christmas and all the holidays coming up are all really good.
Respect.
Especially seeing as how, you know, we're down to the one income because she's still on maternity leave and everything. So things got to get done, but I don't want them to miss out on nothing. So like, it sucks. I'm tired, but because I'm working, you know, everything else is staying on. So
Respect. Say that quote one more time.
nothing will work unless you do.
That's what's up. Jeremy, you got one for us?
My quote is
Leave him alone.
a day without laughter is a day wasted.
What's that mean? So y'all like that?
I mean, I feel like you should laugh every day. You know, you should surround yourself with people that'll make you laugh. Because, you know, they say laughter is the best medicine. You could be having a bad day, see something funny, and it's automatically your mood just brighten and you're happier.
That's what's up. I like that quote, man. Jack, you got one for us?
I do.
What you got?
Time is more value than money. You can get more money, but you can't get more time. So what that means to me, you know, just be intentional with my time. Could do better, you know what I mean, with it. So, you know, I'm just continue trying to get better, man.
Can you say that quote one more time?
Time is more value than money. You can get more money, but you can't get more time. Jim Rohn.
Okay. Yeah. Chase, you got one for us?
I do. So mine is your thoughts create your reality. Focus on what you want and take inspired action.
What's that mean to you?
Pretty much, it's just really about manifestation, like speaking things into existence. Like, just take action.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to put in the work.
I like that.
So I work with lottery tickets.
Shoot, I don't know.
That'd be nice.
Let me know.
I wish.
Michael and Zach,
Yeah.
you got your Dr. Seuss every
Absolutely.
every week he
You
does.
just
a
look
Dr.
like you're
Seuss
waiting to
book.
go to somebody's tailgate, bro. You've already had.
He about to shotgun the beer,
He's
right?
already had 3 of
barbecue
them in the
after
parking
that.
lot.
You never know what I'm doing. That's the thing.
What's your Dr. Seuss quote, man?
I like nonsense. It wakes up the brain cells.
Dr. Seuss said that.
Podcast.
He said it wakes up the brain cells.
It wakes up the brain cells. Nonsense, man. Listen, I'm a firm believer in you can't take life too serious. So, you know, obviously some things are serious, but not everything has to be so serious. So, you know, be nonsensical, have fun,
Say that quote.
enjoy
one more
yourself.
time.
What book
I
is
love-
that from?
Right. What Dr. Seuss
I'm
book
saying,
is that?
What page?
What page?
Doesn't matter.
He said it.
It's on the site.
That's on the site.
What's the quote again, Zach?
I like nonsense. It wakes up the brain cells. Look, all y'all laughing.
It's
All
facts.
y'all waking up a little bit more right now.
Hey,
I just want to know what
wanna know
book
what
I
book
mentioned that from.
Doesn't matter what book
that
it's from.
Dr.
Doesn't matter what book it's from.
it does
Listen,
because
He didn't say that. He did not say that in one
on the
fish
site.
fish,
Super
bro.
does.
it's on the site.
I don't remember that in the Lorax or Nears of Who.
Right.
What you remember it.
I didn't hear that green eggs
It's
in
on the
here.
site with all of his quotes.
That's
and I
crazy.
used the site before, and y'all never questioned me. So how about we move on?
He
John,
said it.
what did your quote mean?
because none of them
He
are
said,
nonsensical.
he said Dr. Seuss said, turn up. That's basically what he said. No, that's what's up, Zach. I like
No,
that
I'm
you.
gonna find it.
Say
I'm gonna
one
come back. No,
You done made him mad now.
Until I find out what book is fucking from.
You about to, please do.
I'm going to.
All right, let me say my
Let him
point while you
find
find that. It's from Helen Keller. It
I'm gonna
says,
interrupt you when I find it.
optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Helen Keller said that, and to me, I'm very optimistic. Tim, I was cleaning my house out, and Tim gave me a gift card, and he said that my optimism is resilient, and I always think about that with this podcast, because, you know, the things that people didn't think I could do or that we could do as a podcast we're doing.
Nice.
You know, one of them was video. You know, I didn't know how to do it, but I was just like, I'm going to learn. It took a while, but me being optimistic and positive about it let us having video. You know
And
what
doesn't
I'm
that
saying?
suck to the people who said we wouldn't do this and we're doing this right now?
That's
They're watching
right.
Me do that.
Y'all
Doesn't that
watching
just
this?
hurt a little bit?
Doesn't it hurt?
You know what I mean?
Does it?
150 plus episodes.
156.
156.
That's
Oh,
right.
we're not going nowhere. Hate me.
I like that, Weez. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Helen Keller. So,
Remember when
find
you
the-
tried this? And it didn't work.
Yeah, he talking to the haters.
You remember when you woke up and you thought this would be a good idea
And it
you
didn't
got
work.
and you got the gear. You even got you one of these. You know what I'm saying? You got the Amazon. Your boys got together. You were like, we're gonna have a good day.
Got to stay consistent.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then it
man.
just didn't happen.
Didn't
and then
happen?
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. It was your boy. Your boy.
It was your man.
And he was your boy.
Zach, did
crazy.
you find the book?
It wasn't in a book. It was an interview he did.
Okay.
He said it, though.
But he still said it.
Respect.
He
Respect.
said it. Someone asked him, like, how do you feel about life? And he's just like, I like nonsense. It wakes up the brain cells.
That's how he said it.
Randy
That's how he
Savage.
said it.
He was probably
Randy
"I like
Savage interview.
What if he did yell it though? I like nonsense, y'all. That's what I like.
I feel like
I sure. Oh yeah. I took this.
What was the quote?
Why is this guy calling me out before? I've never seen him. I've never seen this kid before in my life. What the fuck is
He
happening?
didn't go to the school.
Dakota. What? Hey, Dakota. Hey, Dakota said that's not right.
He said, well, wait a minute.
Hey,
We're not
Hey,
inviting him
Dakota,
back.
can you give him the phone so Zach can read it?
We're not inviting him back.
Dakota literally came to help us today and made a discovery.
I found the whole quote.
Appreciate
bro.
you, family.
There's also a short version of the quote. I took the short version.
No, we need the
I just
whole
want that
in the
one.
end.
All right, fine.
Pause.
We'll give the whole quote though. I like not because I've used the other part of the quote as
Yeah. What did he say?
I like nonsense. It wakes up the brain cells. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. It's a way of looking at life through the wrong end of a telescope, which is what I do, and that enables you to laugh at life's realities.
Yeah, see, I figured it was going to be something
That's a
dark
lot
at
more
the
to
end.
you. I took
Something dark. Something dark.
Yeah, it's the way he came in. He's like, but that's not the whole quote.
Yeah. Dakota was like, that's
not the end of
That
it.
ain't it.
He's trying to take my spot.
He
You
finished that.
Shout out Dakota, man. Any last shout outs before we get out
don't
of
get
here?
no shout outs to come.
Shout my
shout you
girl, amazing mom. I love you. I love our kids.
Shout out P. What about you, Jeremy?
Well, shout out TJ Watt and the Pittsburgh Steelers today.
amen, brother.
You fucking
Shout
snake.
out.
Jack, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to my wife, beautiful wife, Autumn Taylor. Respect.
Shout out to the wifey. And shout out to you for being on this show, man. I got
Thank you,
that back
brother.
again. Thank you for this, man. Episode
Thanks,
156.
Yeah.
Any shout out, Chase?
Shoot, shouts out y'all, Jack, you know. Shouts out my cousin for coming through and helping. Appreciate you, bro.
And correcting Zach. No, I was just playing.
Yeah, just shouts out the pod, man.
Michael and Zach, what you got for us? Any shout outs?
Shout out to Hub for hosting us once again.
Always.
156 times.
Oh, yeah.
56.
Jack, thank you so much for stopping by and chilling with us.
Shout out that guy who said we wouldn't be here.
I'm not done.
Rashad, leave him alone. Go ahead, Zach.
Shout out the Cleveland Browns. Boo. Yeah, that's about it.
All right.
I'm done now.
Shout out
get
to the gang.
Shout out to 2 different teams. Hopefully we have some good results on Monday.
John,
We
stop.
hope.
Well, I mean, if they
Don't
lose to the
instigate.
0-2
Jeremy, no one's
Giants,
listening to you. No one hears what
right.
you're saying right now.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. We're going to take a break next week. We'll see y'all. Say What You Mean, episode 156. Jak Taylor. We out of here. Peace. Let's go.
Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330.